And welcome, Texas Boy Studios. I'm your host, Texas Boy, and I'm currently in a boot. I hurt myself a couple weeks ago, so uh, I'm going to get some medical checkups to see what's going on with my leg, my ankle, because I injured it at work. So I've been off work for a while. So I'm coming to you guys for UFC 302, and obviously we got Islam Makhachev versus Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Okay. And then in co-main event, we got the Eraser, Paulo Acosta versus Sean Strickland, former UFC middleweight champion and current number one contender for the UFC middleweight title. But unfortunately, as we all know, Israel Adesanya and Dracus du Plessis will be fighting down in Australia later on this year. Probably UFC 306 because 304 and 305 is booked. So maybe 306 or 307. And I actually believe 306 is going to be in New York. So probably the end of the year in December is what it's looking like. So, anyways, let's get down to business. This Saturday, we got UFC 302. We got my boy Kevin Holland from Texas. Let's go. I'm rooting for you. I know you're going to win your fight. Let's get it out there. Should have beat MVP, but hey, things come, things go. Stuff happens like that, right? So, anyways, we're going to do the co-main event first. So, we got the former champ Sean Strickland versus Paulo the Eraser Costa that fought for the middleweight strap when Israel Adesanya beat him, and I believe 2 rounds. So, with that being said, Sean Strickland lost to Alex Pereira, and then Alex beat Israel for the belt. Then Izzy comes back, beats Alex, and then he gets beat by Sean Strickland for the title. Crazy turn of events, right? And then you see Sean Strickland lose a close, controversial decision to Dracus du Plessis. In my opinion, Sean Strickland won, but the judges are the ones that give the official decision out, so I have no control over that. What I do want to point out is the fact that Sean Strickland lost. The only loss he's had in the recent years is obviously to Dracus du Plessis, but the only knockout loss he's ever had in the recent years is to Alex Pereira, a person that joined in 2021 and has won 2 belts since. And Hamzat Chimaev joined in 2020 and has won 0 belts since. So I just want to point out to you guys that Sean Strickland only got KO'd by Alex Pereira. Okay? Same person that stopped Israel Adesanya. So I wouldn't say that Sean Strickland is used to getting knocked out. I wouldn't say that at all, because compared to Paulo Acosta, uh, Alex Pereira is a way better striker. Former 2 division former glory champion, excuse me, 2 division UFC champion, 4 belts. I mean, that's just in the professional circuit. Ain't nothing telling what he did in the amateur leagues. So Sean Strickland's not used to getting knocked out. Now, Paulo Acosta, he's been in some bangers. You have Yoel Romero. You have Luke Rockhold. And then obviously he got finished in 2 rounds within Israel Adesanya. And then you got people like Marvin Vittori on the climb up and stuff like that. Sean Strickland, I think he beats all of them. He gets past Paulo Acosta. I believe he beats everybody else in the division. He had a tough fight with Jared Cannonier. But with Paulo Acosta, he has the greatest advantage, and that is way more experience. He's already been a champion. He knows how to do 5 rounds. Paulo gets tired as the rounds go on. Sean Strickland gets tougher as the rounds go on. You know what I mean? I would kind of consider Sean Strickland like the Nate Diaz of the middleweight division. You know what I mean? Just not good on the ground at all. Like jiu-jitsu wise, he's not that, wrestling wise, he's good, but jiu-jitsu wise, he's not that great like Nate Diaz would be in that aspect. But in toughness and durability and able to go 5 rounds, he meets all 3 of those qualities. Now, while you got Paulo Acosta, he's on a different term because he's injury prone. He obviously made weight this morning, but he's injury prone. He likes to get tired in the third round. So fourth and fifth. This is a 5 minute round fight, 25 minutes of a co-main event, and I think it's going to be the fight of the night. I think it's going to go to the decision, and if it doesn't go to the decision, Sean Strickland's going to get him out of there in round 3. But I think it's going to go all 5 rounds. I think they're going to be bloodied. I think they're going to be tired. And if it does make it to 5 rounds, it will be fight of the night. Guaranteed. Now, moving along to the main event. Islam Makhachev. Keep saying his name wrong. 25-1. Only loss was obviously his knockout loss. Came out of nowhere. Southpaw. Knocked him out. Who else is a southpaw? Conor McGregor and Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Dustin has knocked out almost all the southpaws. The greatest southpaw to ever touch the lightweight division is Conor McGregor, period. Besides Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Dustin knocked out Conor McGregor once. 7 years later, he KO'd him, flatlined him. I'm a McGregor fan, and I love McGregor, but he got flatlined. That's the truth. Dustin got caught by Gaethje. That's not, that is what it is. Accept it, move on. Comes back against Benoit Saint Denis and finishes him. Gets caught up in a couple positions that he shouldn't have been in, and then ends up finishing him because his boxing is very, very there. He's very thorough with it. He's very skilled. Everything that Dustin does in the boxing realm is great. He's I believe, a purple belt or brown belt in jiu-jitsu. So I believe if he was to hit the guillotine, the gilly, as he likes to call it, I believe that he would get his black belt off of this. But with somebody that wants to take you to the ground, you hitting a guillotine on them, if you don't get it, you're in a world of trouble. You're not fucked, but you're in a world of trouble. So with that being said, Dustin's got the greatest chance on the feet. Anybody could get knocked out, though. So can he. It's happened. Justin Gaethje flatlined him. It is what it is. Head kick. Makhachev been getting way better on his striking, his boxing. His grappling's outstanding. That Dagestanian cuff and the wrestling that they do over there, that they drill every single day their whole lives. Granted, you can't learn all of that in a little bit of time, but if you're smart enough, like an individual as myself, you can gain that. You won't gain the physical strength aspects of it, but you'll gain the mental knowledge of it. And that's why when people wrestle, they tell you can't just learn this in a year or two, because they've been wrestling their whole lives. They've been physically wrestling as well as mentally wrestling, but they've been physically wrestling their whole lives, which means the mental's already there. The muscle memory's already there. It's the physical, the grind, the tiredness, you got to keep going. That's what they're talking about when wrestlers mention, oh, you can't just learn this. You can't. You can learn in your mind, and you could be skilled with it, right? And be talented, but over a course of a period of time, you'll start to slowly gain that strength. And obviously, if you're doing it from a young age, you just got some unnatural strength added to your strength. And that's just simple. My predictions for the main event is going to be Dustin the Diamond Poirier KOs Islam in round 2. And I'm dead serious. Islam is going to want to shoot. That's it. And I'm saying it right here on Texas Boy Channel. Let's go. Follow the channel. Let me know what you think of the video. Comment, subscribe, run it up, share, like, all that. Please. Thank you. And until my next video, I'll see you.